I have really kind of three things to say in general. And first of all, is for the faculty athletic representatives, how lucky you are to be in that position, whether you have the position or you're the co-FAR, you are really a lucky individual to have that job. The second thing that I'd like to say, just a point about is when I think of your major goals here in this job, and that is to develop all of these students who are also athletes into the very best scholar athletes that they can be. You are a veteran, you are a faculty member. The athletics is going to be a part of their education, but you want them to be a scholar athlete and the very best that they can be. And you're off to a great start because you know that in D3 and Division III, probably the very strongest academic students in your school are also the athletes as well. And so many are attending your institution because you have strong athletic programs, great coaches, and they want to take part in a strong academic program and a strong athletic program. And your president, I'll refer to him as president, could be chancellor. Your CEO is very interested in recruitment and retention. So your job in helping those things is going to be extremely important. Now, the last thing is really how do you successfully engage in your job, and really how well do you work with your president? And I say right now, you are in a great position. You are well positioned to be highly successful in this job. Why is that? Well, because you are a fantastically dedicated individual who right now has the respect of your CEO. You probably are or were during your collegiate days a scholar athlete. So you probably kind of set the standard for what you would like the others to be. And people have seen that you have worked well with students and faculty alike. You've probably gone to some athletic events and cheered your students who are also athletes, cheered them on to whatever team that they're playing for. And you've probably also, in your own academic area, helped students get some postgraduate fellowships. Well, the NCAA has those things in really pretty good supply, and you'll help your scholar athletes attain that extra help. You have helped your students you probably help them not just in your academic areas, but you probably counseled them through some very difficult times. So you have earned respect. And the other thing is, and I'll put them together, it's respect and trust. These are things that you have. These weren't given to you. You earned both of these things from all the constituencies at your institution. And finally, I'll say that you are of unquestioned integrity, which is one of the most important things in your job as the FAR for your institution. Now, you are then well positioned for this job. You're going to be highly successful and you are going to love doing it. Specifically, though, what are some of the interactions that I would recommend you have with your president? For one thing, you have the authority of that CEO. You don't flaunt this, but you let other people know it. So when you're giving your talks to your reports at the faculty meetings, you're reminding people I was appointed by the chief executive officer and I have a list of duties to do and I'm going to carry out some of those duties right now. So that's part of it. But another thing you want to do is you want to be seen publicly with your CEO. Well, how do you do that? I think the very best way is at some of the athletic events. You will be inviting your CEO to some of the team events, some of the athletic things that are going on. And you will take the opportunity to have a little bit of chit chat, either before or after the games or halftime or whatever with that president. And so you'll do that. And you'll also say to that president, we're going to have our private meetings, but, I think it'd be nice if we had some of our meetings over at our institution's dining facilities so people can see us working together and understand how important are the things that we need to do. And Mr. and Ms. President, I would also like to have a special table and invite some of our scholar athletes to meet you. They're so anxious to be able to talk with you and tell you why they love coming to our institution and playing on our teams. And always sure you invite some students because presidents love to talk to students. That's just the way presidents are. Now, you'll be having some private meetings with your president, and you'll go talk with your president both before and after you attend the NCAA and the FAR meetings. And of course, you need some travel money to go to those meetings. And so that comes into account. And so that'll be taken care of. And of course, this is going to be a very time consuming job because of all the constituencies that you have to meet with and to talk to. So you need to get some of your teaching time reassigned to your job as the FAR. Now, this is not release time. And we sometimes refer to release time. You're not being released. You're not in a penitentiary. Both jobs of teaching and being the FAR are extremely important, but they're different jobs. And you just need more time. So you need some time that's reassigned from your normal teaching job. So and kind of the last thing here, as you go into the meeting with the president, sometimes you'll have a topic to talk about. There's a difficulty. There's been a problem. And what you do is you will never go in and say, I don't know what to do about this. You will always come into that president and say, this is my plan. This is what I think we should be doing. This is my recommendation for what we should be doing. Now, of course, you can always change it if the president says that president wants to change, but you will never come in and lay a problem that you have on your president's shoulders. You will always come in with a plan. Now, you will also, you are the liaison to so many different groups, just like the president is. So you have some of the same groups that you're going to talk to, but you're going to be meeting with the student advisory groups and the coaches and the athletic directors and all these people at a much deeper level than your president will be, which means you're going to pick up on some information that the president normally is not getting. So you should be, and that president should know, you are that president's boots on the ground with all constituencies. So those are the things I would say that your president is going to love you for doing. You're so well respected, and the president knows just how important it is that you are allowed to do the good job, and that president is going to support you in all the things that you do. If someone were having difficulty getting to meet the president, it would kind of need to be a restart. And I'd say, Mr. President, Miss President, I'd like to meet with you and go over my duties to find out how I, as the FAR, can further help you in the goals of the institution. I've read the goals of the institution. I know what we need to do. We need to get more students. We need to let more people know about our excellence we have here and how I can best help you carry out the parts of your job. I've read through that. I know what our institutional goals are that you've established, and I think I can help you in doing these things that maybe have been done in a different way. I think that I can bring this to you and help. That's what you always want to show your president, is how you can help that individual do the institution's job and help them do their job. So I leave you with saying you are one of the luckiest individuals in the world. You have a job that's more similar to your president's than any other person at your institution. You are the liaison. You deal with all kind of different groups and bringing them together, and you have the respect and the trust to do all that job. So I end this with saying a thank you for being the FAR, the co-FAR at your institution. We're also happy to have you leading those scholar athletes into becoming our leaders for tomorrow. Thank you for this opportunity. Bye.